Tommy Fury is breaking his silence on one of the most anticipated fights this year, warning the YouTuber should have picked a different opponent for his next boxing match. Let's take a look at it. Hey guys, and welcome back to Trendy Position. How are you doing? I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, we are going to talk about how Tommy Fury breaks silence on Jake Paul fight. But before we begin with today's topic, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. On December 18th, Fury, the half-brother of World Heavyweight Champion Tyson Fury, will face Paul with both the Briton and the American coming in to fight undefeated. Former Love Island star Fury is 7-0, while Paul is 4-0, having defeated Ali Ehsan Gibb, former NBA player Nate Robinson, and ex-MMA champions Ben Askren and Tyrell Woodley. However, Fury has stated that he will be too much of a step up in competitiveness for Paul. When you're getting hit all over the face and your nose and ears are busted, you're going to look at coach BJ Flores and think, what have I done here? I should have called him out. Pull me out, Fury said via the Mirror. He then added, I'm begging you, please don't retire on the stool. Come out and fight like a man. I wish the fight was tomorrow. I took this away from his fight with Tyron Woodley. The man got a split decision win. That means you only just won against a 40-year-old retired UFC fighter. Now talking about how he should fight other boxers instead, he said, you should have gone and fought Tiger Woods, not somebody who has done it his whole life, because you're in it for a big shock. You're the one who is going to crumble. Everybody keeps talking about the pressure, all the people in the arena. I don't care about that, Fury continued. There's only one man I care about that night. When asked about the pressure that he has now, he said, I'm not taking in the crowd or any of that. I'm coming over to Tampa Bay to do a demolition job and please the whole wide world. It doesn't matter how much pressure is on me. There's been pressure on me from the start, and just because there are a few more people there and a few more lights, I won't crack. Believe me. Finally capping off, he said, it's in my blood and I'm going to go out there and shut this guy up for everybody in the world that's asking for it. This was a step too far and I'm going to prove that on the 18th of December. But it seems like Paul is not backing out after all these trash talking. Paul told media at a press event in Tampa, Florida, where the Showtime pay-per-view event will take place. Tommy claims to have been doing this his whole life and he's had this amateur career. And he's been around it, and that is true, but he hasn't worked as hard as me. He then added, I see a green guy who hasn't sparred enough times and who has only been put in there with opponents that were meant to lose. This is his first real test where his opponent just doesn't flop over. Fury, on the other hand, is undefeated in his career, 7-0, and is determined to shut up the trash-talking Paul once and for all. I feel like I've won the lottery, Fury said via a Zoom call, explaining why he agreed to fight Paul. He then added, you're asking me to fight on a massive world stage, you're going to pay me nicely, and all I've got to do is fight Jake Paul, a YouTuber? I'm going to splatter him December 18th. I've won the lottery. I'm begging Jake Paul, please do not pull out. Because normally, when we get to this stage in boxing, you've got to fight for a world title. But I'm fighting a YouTuber. Sign me up. But it seems like Paul and his brother are taking up this trash talk to the next level by mocking both Tommy and Tyson Fury. Back in October, Tyson Fury promised to retire his brother from boxing if he cannot defeat Jake Paul in December. In fact, he said Tommy would have to change his last name if he loses to the American YouTube personality. If Tommy can't splatter Jake Paul, I'll retire him from boxing myself. If he can't beat Jake Paul, forget about boxing, Fury told Boxing Social. Jake Paul, meanwhile, believes Tommy Fury will crack under pressure in their fight next month. He's only been put in there with opponents that were meant to lose, said Paul at a press conference. He then added, this is his first real test where his opponent isn't some guy who was just going to flop over. He has no idea what he's getting himself into. This is his first time under the big lights on the big stage and he's going to crack under the pressure. That is all we have for you all today. Thank you guys for watching. Also, if you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already for more content like this and much more. We will see you guys next time. Take care until then. Goodbye everyone.